I really want to rant so badly about this game, bro. Like, the design of some of the characters are just like ruining it. You know that meme? You're ruining it, right? It's exactly what these characters are doing, bro. Juri, Ken, Akuma, Rashid, Kami, all of these crazy offensive characters are just ruining it. Look at my lips, you're ruining it. I swear to God, it's just horrible, man. Pressure, 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 pressure. And God forbid you get perfect parried once or you get anti-aired once. Or something happens, right? You get knocked down once, GG's, bro. GG's. Now we're not playing fighting games, we're playing gambling. Playing poker over here. I really want to rant so hard about this game, bro. It pisses me off. I swear to God, this game just pisses me off. It does really piss me off. It sticks like glue to you. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And they get strike and throw Oki from knockdowns. Every knockdown. Strike Oki. Strike throw Oki. Strike throw Oki. Strike. Oh my God. Stop this. Stop this, Capcom. Like, this is not fun. This is really absolutely not fun. Like, this game is just made for... I swear to God, this game is made for viewers, man. This game is literally made for viewers. It's not made for players. Like, it's made for, you know, just making sure that the viewer... Like, it was made for esports. Like, they wanted to make something that is fun for esports, something that would sell, you know, and viewers would watch it. Even if somebody does not play the game, doesn't know anything about fighting games, doesn't know anything about Street Fighter or anything like that, they would, you know, enjoy watching it. That is the goal. I think this is the goal of Street Fighter 6, bro. I really think they designed this game just to do that. Just to do that, you know. Oh, look at him, he's turning green. Look at him, he's turning red. Look at him, he's turning blue. You know? That's what it is. That's what it is, bro. It is absolutely chaotic. Chaotic, and it is just like, it's hurting the player base. I think this is hurting the player base. It's hurting the pro players at first, and it's hurting everybody who's actually like trying to take this game seriously, because you see, like, in these tournaments, people are just not consistent, and it's not consistent because the game is chaotic and random. There are a lot of random stuff, a lot of chaotic stuff in this game that are just absolutely strong, and it's just designed this way. And the fact that, you know, the fact that you get a lot of characters, some of these offensive characters, they get Oki, unlimited Oki like this from one knockdown. Just get Oki after Oki, Oki after Oki, strike throw Oki all the time. It is just like you're literally gambling. It's less of a fighting game, and it's more like a gambling simulator. I swear to God, it is like that. It is like that. It really is like that, you know? It just makes it highly inconsistent, because you're always just like guessing. Every single time you get knocked down, you're always just guessing. You're always versus some of these characters. I'm not talking about all the characters, but some of these characters. And some characters just do it like in the corner, right? Some other characters, they do it from like everywhere in the screen. So it's just really frustrating to play. It is really frustrating to play seriously. It is fun to play like just if you don't care. If you don't care about tournaments, if you don't care about points, if you don't care about results, whatever, it is fun to play, right? But if you are serious, this craziness, this chaos, it is just highly inconsistent. Highly inconsistent, and it gets really frustrating. It feels like all of the how often do you guys watch a Street Fighter 6 match, like in a tournament or something like that? Not even in a tournament, but like even online or ranked or something like that, and you see that the round is going, it's like a lengthy round. How often does that happen? It rarely ever happens. All of the matches that you see and all of the rounds that you see, they end very quickly. 20 seconds maximum. Every round is like 20-25 seconds maximum. Like they did this deliberately, bro. They did this deliberately and by design. They don't want the matches and the rounds to stay for long. They don't want them to be, you know, long matches, because that's boring for the viewer. That is boring for the viewer. That's why you see like those strong, you know, offensive mechanics, like, you know, drive rush, you know, or drive rush Oki. You see, you know, throw loops. You see the level 3 damage or the super damage. They don't get nerfed. These kind of stuff, they don't get nerfed because these are the things that finish the game quickly. These are the stuff that just like from one mistake you just, you know, just get like steamrolled into like death. You know, it's not gonna get calmed down in the future, bro. It will only get calmed down in the future if they nerf specific things, which I'm gonna talk about. All right, but with this version of the game, it has been a year and 3 months now. It's been a year and 3 months, right? We have been playing this game. I have over 1,500 hours in this game, and some other people they have over 2,500 or 3,000, you know, hours in this game, and it's only getting crazier. I swear to God, this right now, the version of this game and the way that people are playing right now, it is even crazier than 3 months ago. So we're just going down this path even further. Every single phase, you could say, people are just getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and the playstyle is just getting crazier and crazier and crazier. There's less emphasis on like playing slow, playing, you know, footsies, playing like, you know, fundamental kind of play, and there's more emphasis on like playing crazy. And if you are able to if you have the ability, if you have the you know, the skill of actually analyzing replays, and you watch high level tournaments of like, let's say the best, you know, 50 players in the world, and you watch these tournaments and stuff like that, you will realize that what they're doing is not, you know, it's all like offensive kind of play. It's all offensive kind of play, and the majority of it, I would say that 90% of it is like the offensive kind of play, and it's just you trying to have like multiple layers where like you're just trying to mix people up with like multiple stuff and just get that knockdown. Like there is not much emphasis on like slow play, on like the you know, the Street Fighter kind of like play where it made the game famous, you know, like fundamentals, whiff punishing, all of that. It's just not like this anymore. It is just not like this, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's more emphasis on guessing, less emphasis on neutral. I don't know. They want you to be attacking all the time. They don't want you to be defending. Like you get, like you, if you defend in this game, you don't even have to make a mistake. If you defend in this game, you're literally, you know, penalized. You're literally penalized by losing tri-meter, aren't you? You know, you're literally penalized, and defending in this game is just bad. And I think this is a general issue with like with like fighting games in 2024 in general. And I think Tekken also like suffers from the same issue, and some of the other new fighting games also suffer from the same issue, because it is clear. It is clear. I remember this first popped up when DBFZ was out, when Dragon Ball Fighters was out, and viewers were complaining about how long the rounds or the matches were. All right, so they were like, oh, this is a real problem of Dragon Ball Fighters. So I think from then, from 2018 and moving forward, that's where this trend has started. Because Tekken 7, from what I know, it's not an offensive game. It is a defensive based game. Street Fighter 5 was also more at least more defensive than this. At least more defensive than this. Yes, it was going through that path of like offense, but still it was more defensive than this. Here, defensive playstyle does not work. You have Guile, who's very strong, right? But he doesn't do anything in tournaments because he's a defensive style player, you know, character. So defensive play style is just not cutting it anymore. And I don't think that, you know, I don't think this can be changed unless they nerf drive rush, you know, Oki. You know, every single time you get knocked down, you get like unlimited Oki by like drive rush, and some of these characters, they get strike and throw Oki from anywhere in the screen, right? After a knockdown. That's just sickening. Some of them even get it at a level 3. Some of these stupid characters, they get, you know, Oki from like level 3. Why? Why is that? Right? Imagine you get level 3'd, right? And you go and burn out. Maybe he even woke up level 3. Maybe he woke up CA, bro. Maybe he woke up CA, or he mashed CA in a block string, and God knows that how many block strings in this game. Everything here in this game has gaps where you can just mash level 3 in it, or mash super, or mash DP, or whatever, right? Or get perfect parry, right? Let's say he mashes level CA, and then you lose your last 2 bars of drive meter, and now you're in burnout, and he has Oki from that CA, and now you're put in the blender, right? Full screen Oki to the corner, and you get, you know, checkmated into like DI, and you die. Like, you know, this kind of stuff needs to go. Like unlimited Oki needs to go. We need to go back to neutral. Let us go back to neutral more often, please, Capcom, please. Like, this game is being ruined by the unlimited Oki that is, you know, happening from drivers. Those throw loops also in the corner, like, why? Everybody is complaining. Nobody is actually like liking throw loops. Do you see anybody actually liking throw loops? Nobody likes throw loops. So why is it still there? Everybody's just begging Capcom to remove throw loops, but they're not gonna remove it because it makes the games last longer. It hurts esports, it hurts the viewership, it hurts people who don't know the game watching it. They'll be like, oh, what is this? What is? Imagine they go and they do this to boxing, for example. Imagine they go and ruin the boxing sport just to be, you know, just to end faster. Right? Let them just like add some new rules or something like that, so that it adds faster. So then the people who see, you know, like Mayweather, you know, blocking punches and dodging punches and landing some crucial punches, right, on his opponent, but he's still getting punched, but he's blocking everything. And the people who don't know boxing, they watch it and be like, oh, he got his ass kicked, he should lose, you know, no way he's gonna win that. And then the score comes out and he has won the match. They want to cater to that ignorant viewer, right? The person who doesn't know the game. They wanna you know, cater to that. That's what fighting games in 2024 are doing. That's what Street Fighter 6 is doing in you know, right now. They're not catering to the people who are actually, to the player base that actually sticks to the game. They wanna cater to the viewer who is just like a casual, who doesn't know what is happening and just wants to enjoy and see something flashy, see some combos, see whatever. That is what's happening in this game. That is how this game was designed. I just want to, like, you know, and you have other stuff where they punish you for fundamentals. Like right now, it's not only that fundamentals does not work that well, right? You get punished for fundamentals, bro. Like like drivers is insane, right? If you want to check drivers, people, they just drivers immediately into light punch, instant light punch, drivers light punch, driver light punch. That is actually a counter for people who are trying to check your drivers, right? It's just a counter for it. You have people who are, you have the ability to like cancel drivers into special moves. You have the ability to use moves like Suppressor from Luke that actually counters, and you know, it's like brain dead. It's like brain dead. It's a high reward, low risk move, right? For checking, for punishing people who are trying to check drivers. So there are multiple examples of this. There are multiple examples of this in the game that work in the exact same way. So why are we punishing, you know, fundamentals? Why are we punishing fundamentals? This is how the game is designed right now. And if you think that I'm talking crazy, go right now after you watch this video. Go right now and watch, you know, the last Street Fighter League, you know, final, or maybe like, you know, the World Cup, the Esports World Cup, or like EVO or whatever. See how many of these top players, the top 10 players in the world, how often did they do drivers light punch in neutral? How often would they do it? They would go in burnout just to use drivers light punch, drivers instant light punch. Why? Because they're just trying to catch anything, trying to check, you know, trying to, you know, bait somebody to like punishing the drivers, and then they do that. That is not fundamentals, guys. That is how the game pushes you to play. That is just how the game pushes you to play. And if it's a Luke player, driver suppressor or something of that sort, or driver's special move, like this is like sickening to me. This is like sickening, and it's ruining the game for me. Like I think they should remove the stupid shit, and they should add more fundamentals. And as I said, you know, you do this by removing, you know, unlimited Oki from drive rush. This is like the main problem in this game. Unlimited Oki from drivers, throw loops. These two things have to be gone. I don't care if it hurts for you. I don't care if it hurts me personally as a player. It hurts. I don't care. This game has to be fixed this way. And I tell you, this game will be much better, much more enjoyable if they do this. If they do this. If we go back to the classic, you know, Street Fighter where people are playing neutral, people are just like enjoying, you know, less chaos. This is not Capcom versus, this is not Marvel versus Capcom, right? This is not Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is not an anime fighter. It should not play as an anime fighter. I played some of these anime fighters. I have seen high level, you know, anime fighters. This is even crazier. In my opinion, Street Fighter 6 is the craziest fighting game that ever existed. Period. Yes, you would see like crazy combos, whatever, and other stuff, but this is the craziest shit out there. And the deeper you get in this game, the crazier it gets. Right? That's why you see a lot of people who are just unable to cope with it. People who have the old mentality, people who have like the fundamentals mentality and everything. You got players, you got top level legends, Daigo, you got Tokido. They're unable to cope with it. They are unable. Guys, come on now. Like Tokido and Daigo right now are just shadows of themselves. They're not as good as before. It's just face it, you know. Just face it. They cannot. They're unable to cope to this game, and it's very obvious. It is very obvious because the game is just not made for them. It's true. The game is just not made for them, bro. I guess the question is like, are they really? Do they actually want to change that? I think they realize this. As I said, this is by design. They know everything that I'm saying. They know it, and they have deliberately did it this way. Deliberately made it this way. The question is, are they willing to change it? Do they want to change it? You know? Do they want to change it? I don't think that they want to change it because they had a year and 3 months where they could have actually nerfed drivers or drivers Oki or drivers in general, right? Or throw loops or the level 3 super damage or everything like that. But they did not, you know, nerf it. So I don't think that they want to nerf it. I think they wanted to keep it this way. And for one reason only, esports. I think that this game is designed from the ground up all for esports, all to be fun for the viewer, not fun for you and me, the player. You, the person who's playing, right? It's difficult for you to find consistency in this game because it's chaotic, but the chaos is fun to watch, right? If I'm watching a tournament, man, and somebody gets hit with some random bullshit, I'd be like, man, feels bad for him, you know? I would just laugh it off. I'll just laugh, right? But if I'm in that seat and I get hit with that random stuff or that chaotic stuff, I would be angry as hell. I would be angry as hell. And that's why you got people who win Evo and then they go 2 weeks later, Punk won Evo. 2 weeks later, he went to the Esports tour, Esports World Cup, and he lost 2-0. That is exactly why people cannot find consistency in this game, because of these stuff. And Punk also had like quote. I don't remember the quote exactly, but he said this like it means that, you know, once you're in the corner, no matter what level you are, once you're in the corner and you start throw looping the opponent, you are as good as the best player in the world. And that is true because it becomes a gambling simulator. It doesn't become a fighting game. It becomes a gambling simulator where you are just gambling. You're just guessing. You are guessing. Every knock in some of these characters, every knockdown that you get, it's a guess. So if we are guessing that how is this, if you're guessing the entire time from one knockdown, how is this good design? Somebody please tell me in the comments. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Somebody please tell me in the comments how, or somebody in the chat, tell me please, how is this a good design if I'm guessing the majority of the time? And I'm playing, like let's say 80% I'm guessing, right? And 20% I'm playing footsies, or I'm playing like neutral, or I'm playing fundamentals or whatever. How is this good? How is this good? Somebody convince me. If you convince me, I'll happily change my mind. But there are so many evidence to this. There are so many evidence to this that they just don't care about that playstyle anymore because they don't want to bore the viewer. They want the viewer to be entertained. And they will entertain the viewer, you know, and sacrifice your enjoyment as the player. You might think this is fun, you might think this is fun, this is like nice and whatever, but the moment that there's a lot of stake, the moment that there's a lot of stake, you know, points or like money or like your career or your reputation or whatever, this is not gonna be fun for you. This is not gonna be fun for you, bro. This is not gonna be fun. Even if you pick another player, even if you pick another character, bro, it's not about the character. Even if I pick one of those characters that have like unlimited Oki, right? If I get knocked down, it is the same case. It is not the same case. It's not about complaining, bro. It's not about complaining. This is something that everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's not about complaining. And if we don't voice our opinions, nothing is gonna change. If you don't voice your opinion, no, Capcom is never gonna notice it. And Capcom is just gonna think that, okay, this is great, the game is selling, everybody's playing, you know, they just keep doing the same thing. And it will be a trend where everything goes this way. And there will be more stuff, there will be even more chaos happening, right? If you don't voice your opinion, nothing will change. Because they will think that you are enjoying this, you're liking this. So it's not about complaining, it's not about, I'm playing the game, bro. I'm playing the game. I'm trying to cope with whatever is happening. But I'm just telling you that, you know, you're trying to cope with guessing. It's like playing poker. Like playing poker or like playing a rock, paper, scissors, right? Is there any skill to playing rock, paper, scissors? You might have an educated guess. You might try to be like, you know what? Let me just guess the patterns. He has done, you know, rock twice. Let me just, I think third time is not gonna do rock. It's not a skill, that's just prediction. And that's what this game is. And in Street Fighter 5, there was a big part of it was this, but it used to be Street Fighter 5 used to be, you know, fundamentals, or like at least, let's say not fundamentals, let's say neutral. It used to be neutral and guessing. It used to be neutral and guessing. Here it is neutral and guessing. Do you see the difference? You see the difference? Here's neutral and guessing is like this. That is the difference. That's what I don't like. And that's what everybody does not like. And I don't think that you can argue that this is not true. Now if I knock him down once, he's gonna guess. Now he's in the corner, he has to guess. See me? Sorry, bro. See that? You see that? From one knockdown, I put him in the corner, he lost. From no knockdown, you just get guessed to death. That is how this game is played, and this is Ryu we're talking about. Ryu is supposed to be the fundamental character, you know? You're not supposed to be doing all of this. There are other characters that do this even more. There are other characters that do this even way more than this. Am I right? Am I right? GG's. He was doing so great. He was doing so great in this round before I knocked him down. And you saw how quick this match was? Did you see how quick this match was, bro? I told you the game is designed to be finished quickly. Chop chop. We don't have time for this. The viewer will get mad, or the viewer will get bored, and we will lose money. We want esports money, bro. What can I say, bro? What can I say? It's evident. It's evident right in front of your face.